I'm Sam, and this is SamazingTravels.
Week 37, I kicked it off at a soccer game, so there was literal kicking involved. Went to go see Hertha with Andreas, and well, it was pretty sweet. We got our traditional beer and bratwurst, which obviously was delicious, and Hertha won 3-0. I missed the first goal because I was in the toilet, but luckily Hertha scored 2 more times so that I can give the whole hurrah with everybody and slap them high fives. It was pretty epic. 3 is a pretty high number to score in soccer in just 90 minutes, so I was happy that I was there at the game. Tuesday, there was some more soccer action going on. Dortmund played Madrid, a Spanish team. Madrid, Malaga, something like that. Dortmund won for Germany. Woo woo, you know, gotta root Germany on. Saw the game with Alex, Felix, and George at a bar somewhere on Warschauer Straße. Basically anywhere we can find a seat, because every place was packed to see the game. Luckily we found our spots, had a huge big screen about 3 feet from my eyes, and well, it kind of hurt a little bit, but after blinking a lot of times, I was alright by halftime. Got used to this big old soccer thing in my face. Wednesday, I had to record Slack Live TV. Had a slight dilemma. There was no internet at my house, so I had to go to Alex's in order to, well, record it, put it up on the internet. It was kind of a stressful situation, but thankfully I was able to put the video up on the internet and everything was just fine. Once again, thank you, Alex, for letting me, well, basically cause you to lose sleep. Thursday was a big day. Finally got to see Kat. Catherine Elizabeth Newman was in Berlin, flying to see this girl right here. I had to go pick her up at the Berlin Gallery, which I didn't really know where it was, so I got off the bus and I asked some German guy expecting like a very direct and straight answer of how to get there, and he totally was so nice. I was like, hey, so sir, do you know how to get to the Berlin Gallery? And he's like, yeah, puts his arm around me and walks me all the way over there. That is not typical in Germany. People aren't usually that friendly and touchy, so I was kind of shocked. Just like, whoa, this is a stranger. Whoa, he's being really, really extraordinarily nice. After that, I spotted Kat sitting on a concrete block thing. Ran up to her, gave her a big ol' hug, and realized, wow, I am a lot shorter than you. I forgot about that. It had been 2.5 years. It's quite a while. And my memory, not so good. After failing to find Jessica's soccer game, we met up with Eric and Juan at a Indian restaurant where we had some drinks. Friday, we woke up and went to the DDR museum with Becca, and I really liked this museum because you got to like be all hands-on and open drawers and see naked Germans running in the 1960s on the beach. That wasn't so pleasant, but everything else was pretty cool. Have to get some history lesson in there, you know, in order to make this an actual cultural experience. After the DDR museum, we kind of just walked around Museum Island, just enjoying the freshly spring weather. It's finally here. I'm actually in a t-shirt today because spring has arrived, and now I feel like my spirits are back. Friday night, we met up with Jessica, Eric, and Juan once again to go to a bar on Warschauer Straße. Funny thing about the bar we went to, it was also an Indian restaurant, and we were sitting there having our drinks and realized, hey, isn't that our waiter yesterday? Are we at the same place? Look around in panic. No, not the same place. The place next door. It's kind of embarrassing. 2 Indian restaurants right next to each other, 2 nights in a row. I think we need to vary it up a bit. Saturday, woke up, did some touring, all the touristy things, Brandenburger Tor, the Jewish monument, other touristy big ol' sites. We were gonna meet my host family at a grill out party out in the Berlin wilderness. So Kat and I get on a bus and get on a train and make it out there to the Berlin wilderness. We see a bunch of gardens. We're in the right place, you know, there's trees everywhere, there's cars everywhere. We're like, there must be a party somewhere. We're walking by, casually. We see a party going on, but my host dad was like, oh, we went to the theater. I wasn't sure if he was joking or not, because my host dad's a funny guy, so I thought maybe he was joking. Walking around waiting for the answer, taking really cool pictures. It was such a beautiful day. The sky was like these orangey blue, you know, go Gators. In the end, we ended up not going to the party, although we were at the right place and I was proud of us for finding it, but kind of didn't know anyone at the party and we didn't want to be like a German grill out party crashers. I don't think that would have turned out so well. We had to meet up with the crew anyway at this place called Wohnzimmer, which is a bar near Eberswalder Straße, but not before we filled our stomachs at the Dicke Wirtin, with a schnitzel the size of my face. Actually, it was bigger than my face. And then there was potatoes, these luscious, delicious potatoes under it, and a cucumber salad, and a mini salad, and a beer to wash it all down. It was so unbelievably lekker. So yummy. Met up with everyone. Of course, no one was there at the same time, so we waited out at this Bonnie and Clyde bar, gathered the troops, and went to meet my Frenchies in this other bar called August something. They were downstairs in the basement. This place looked like someone's messy living room with foosball tables. It was awesome. Everyone just chilling, having beer. It was really hard to get the beer. There was a big crowd at the bar, but they sent the shortest person, me, in order to get things done, and I did. I don't know how, but it happened. Took beers downstairs for everybody. Some Norwegian guy bought shots, which is always a win. Alex spilled his beer all over me and all over him, and I had wet pants and he had wet pants, and that wasn't very fun. But luckily it wasn't that cold out, so our pants didn't turn to icicles when we walked home. Although it was extremely late, we decided to go to Schwarz's Cafe anyway. You know, maybe get some food, maybe see some vagina sinks, which is exactly what's there. So that's what we saw. The food, we decided, hell no, forget it. Let's have some currywurst. Let's have some fries. Let's get a milkshake at McDonald's. Milkshakes at McDonald's here, okay? Get the big size. Because the little size, you finish it in 3 gulps. And just get vanilla, because if you get like a little extra thing on it, like Oreos, they'll just throw it on the top and you kind of choke on it when it goes up your straw. So I recommend just vanilla, which is what I got. Cat got stuck with the choky Oreos. Sunday woke up pretty late because, well, we got home late the night before, but we did get to see a beautiful spring day. I mean, the sun was shining, you can tell, because everyone was sprawled out on any piece of grass that you can find all over the city. We saw the East Side Gallery, we saw the memorial for the Berlin Wall at Bernauer Straße, and we topped it off with some delicious burgers at this burger joint on Samariterstraße. Today's Kat's last night. Sadly, she must go back to England, although maybe she moves to Berlin. She just needs to learn some German and get with her artsy thing and just come here already. Next time I see her will be in England, and by the end of this year at some point, you know, gotta go visit the island. I've been saying I would for a while. Today is Monday. Kat did her own thing. I had to go to work for 4 hours, and now we're just gonna chill and enjoy it. Enjoy life, okay? Just enjoy it. Just like I want you to enjoy the week in review. Oh my god, who's that? It's Kat! I told you Kat arrived, now I have video proof, so there. And here we are walking to the DDR Museum to meet Becca. That is the Alexanderplatz TV tower. And right now what you're looking at is the Berliner Dome. It looks so pretty. Ooh, the DDR Museum. So this is one of the car things. You could like sit in it, and a lot of people were sitting in it, meaning there was a giant line, but I waited anyway. Here's some more of the DDR Museum, and this is a fun little thing. Here we are in our 1970s apartment.
Interessant. Erstens, wir dürfen nicht alles wissen,
Who's that?
was sich in der BRD so entwickelt. Zweitens, ein Programm
She's like, I don't understand fucking what they're saying.
Deutschland.
Mom, I promise I won't end up in a prison like this. Even though this one doesn't look too bad. Kidding. Okay, so this is us walking around Museum Island, just enjoying the day and taking some photos. This is the synagogue, the famous one from Berlin, and this is the Siegessäule, which I have been to the top of, and it is cool, but it was really windy that day. Now we're on our way to the campfire, worst thing?
Oh, you say it. Hi, Andreas here.
Okay, so we found the party. Alright, to prove it to you, Adrienne and Andreas, who may or may not be at the theater, we are here. But we're too scared. We think that's the party, but we don't know if you're there, so we're kind of scared to walk in. But this is a very nice day, and we've had a lovely walk, haven't we, Kat?
Yeah, we have. It's been great. I'm gonna take some photos.
The colors are lovely right now.
And by campfire, I meant cookout, but we didn't go anyway, like you saw before. We were scared. Here we are on our way back. We got our own subway train. Pretty cool, right? We saw this market, and we decided, hey, looks fun, so we totally went. And these are money coins, and everyone loves money coins. Here are some bubbles, and, well, everybody loves bubbles, especially 2 old kids like me.
This is to show the kitties.
what people used to do. It's film. Gonna take some photos of Scheisse. Now we are at the East Side Gallery, and as you can see, people are sprawled out everywhere because the weather is so nice, and I was also enjoying the weather. Super awesome. But yeah, does anyone know what that means? Cat's gonna bite it.
I'm not even that.
And it's good.